A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. Two teams ranked in the top 10 for this showdown on EA Sports College Football. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out. Zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, that the offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's Mensah to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's second and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Showing off the arm. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
And the Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Mensah rushes on him, trying to buy time, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. We're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Makes his man miss. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Lacey. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Could be an alley. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down next.
Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Now he's looking to throw it. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Canes can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Fletcher. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Finding open area. Might have a chance. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Throwing, Mensah, under fire, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
With the catch, it's Odom. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Got room to work. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. Shows him the stiff arm. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Here's Mensah to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Canes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Odom. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Finds his man. It's Alexander. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He goes right back to the air. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Split backs here. Mensa. He unleashes a long one. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Makes the grab on the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the...
Finding some room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Makes the grab. It's Haas. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds his tight end. The Rebels want to move quickly. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. That Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. It's a fumble on the play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball.
Here's a little room there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the backup running back here early in the 2nd half just absolutely go to work. And after that fumble by the starter early in the game, the coaching staff decided to give him a rest. They're now riding the hot hand and giving the backup an opportunity, David. And by all accounts, this guy has taken full advantage of it.
Fastest way to lose your job is to turn the football over. You put it on the deck, man, it's fair game. And he fumbled. And this is what I love about football, man. Stay ready. Right? You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. And he stayed ready. He's getting his opportunities, and he's making the most of them.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space.
so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It's 3rd and 5. Run inside. It's Lacey. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just laid him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Deadlock here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Running inside, it's Pringle. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing Mensa. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Darian Mensa from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all.
Maybe a crease. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Canes. Excellent pass by the back on the option. The Hurricanes back on top.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. off the play fake. That's caught. It's Lacy. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cunningham. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Lacy. There's a crease. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the 2nd half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man on the right.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Throws it back. Oh, it's a pass. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
That is such good pass defense at the most important point of the game. In this 2-minute situation, what a great job breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Here's Mensah to throw. The short hands, it's Fletcher. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They'll try to run for it. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Mensah. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now third and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Throws toward the end zone. He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up fourth down.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
Needed to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's first and goal. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that.